You guys, I don't know, you're going to learn this method from me as much as I can. Okay, I'm going to teach you as much of this method as I can. Previously, if you observe from this level, price on the left over here, okay, if you observe at around this level here, price came, pushed lower, and then after we broke through this level of resistance, price made this huge push. So that means that whenever price came above this zone, we are having another degree of certainty that it could potentially push all the way to the top. So given that information, all you have to do is now just simply wait. Okay, you wait for your structures to be broken. So for instance, in the daily time frame, you see that price did indeed break, gave you an indication that it wants to buy. So it went above the level, okay, and then afterwards we had a pullback and then a continuation. So I'll go to the H4 to see if I have any potential entry zones for buys. And you observe that on US 30 actually there are potential areas for buys, but these potential areas there we have to be very cautious, okay, because price has to be above that level for us to take entries for buys. Okay, so we may have a pullback here, we are okay with that. Price can push all the way up to here as long as we don't break this low over here, we are good to go. Okay, so we shall have may have a minor pullback. So all I do is I go to the low time frame. The M15 is better, even the M30 is better. Okay, so the M15, what do you want to see? You want to see a continuation pattern. Okay, so on the M15 we have already created a low over here. Okay, so you don't want to see price come underneath this low. Okay, so that will be my stop loss. So here I will buy lot size 13. So the stop loss is gonna be just underneath this level here. Okay, it will be at 47, just a few pips out below. So it'll be at 47,913. Okay, so we shall have 47. Okay, that is it for the for the stop loss. I always recommend that you don't put a tighter stop loss because you may find your entries being prohibited. Okay, I'll have my TP at this level over here above, so it will be 48,420. So it will be 48. And yeah, let's see what price gives us, but I'm expecting that move to the upside. Okay, let's see what price gives us. But if you had missed almost every entry, you could have also taken another entry here. Price was above this level, so would have taken your entries for buys. So many entries. Okay, as you can see here, price went above this level, made a sharp pullback. This is what they call a sharp pullback, whereby price takes out for instance, most people when they see price take out this low, they'll be like, oh, price has shifted structure, let me start selling. No, my friend, you don't have to start selling all over again. What is the overall structure? The overall picture is that price is bullish. So even though we have these minor structure breaks, they don't affect us in the long term. Why? Because we have a major structure point here which isn't broken, so it's respected. Okay, so all you have to do is simply wait and then price will do its thing. Now let me go to another pair. Let's go to S&P 500. Okay, if you go to S&P 500, you go to the daily time frame. What do you observe? You observe that whenever price was above this level over here, we had a massive push. Okay, so this was an area of resistance. Price, whenever it was above that level, there was a massive push. What do you want to see? You go to the H1, the same thing is happening. Price is already started to push higher. Okay, we already passed these two levels which had resistance, so we are good for buys. So we go to the M15 to verify our entries and to get sharper entry points. Okay, on the M15 we see that price has already made an indication above this level, so that means price is willing to go above this level. There are buyers here who want to push the price even higher, so that's the first indication. Now what do I want to see? I want to see a continuation, so price can make a liquidity grab or liquidity whatever, liquidity sweep. It can go all the way down here, but as long as it comes and rests above this level, I'll be in for buys. As simple as that. You don't have to complicate stuff. You go to another pair, BTC. Okay, BTC has been selling in the first couple of days. It has been very bullish. But what do you see on BTC again? We had a drop-based drop over here. What is price giving us? It already gave us a direction that it wants to continue higher. So anything above this level is good for buys. BTC is buying, but I won't tell you that unless you take your entries. So that would be the take profit. Okay, so on BTC I'll go to the H1 and I realize that price is likely to start buying. Therefore I don't have to worry about anything, and I put my buy for 13 lot. Okay, Stop loss for BTC will be underneath the previous low. Okay, so this is the previous low over here. Okay, so it will be at 92777. Okay, so we have 92, sorry, 92777. Simple as that. BTC is going to buy because on the daily time frame we already have the indication that it wants to go even higher. Anything above this level is good for buy. So guys, iCC is one of those methods that's so easy to grasp. You just have to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Okay, but I'll just be updating you guys soon. But yeah, that's it. We are currently in loss, but just give it time. Don't worry about that. If you have a small account, you can simply just wait for sniper entries. For instance, if you go to the H1, what do you observe? You observe that earlier on, price actually made a push on BTC towards this level. So this is a good entry zone for buys. You don't have to stress yourself, where should I take my buys? Where should I put my buy? No, just take the entries. Then you shall see what price gives you. But on US30, I'm having a bit of a condition. If price goes underneath that low, I'll be out of the market, of course. But yeah, let's first wait and see what price gives us. Let's first wait and see, because on the M15, I see that we have a very strong structure for sales. Okay, this is a strong selling structure. Okay, so let's wait and see what price gives us in both pairs.